One of our very special guests here this afternoon joining us, we are proud to host Paul Sarlo, New Jersey State Senator, Deputy Majority Leader out of District 36. That's local around here. He is also the chairman of the Senate Budget and Appropriation Committee of New Jersey. We'll get into that just a little bit, Paul. But, sir, I just want to say on behalf of all of us in the entire horse racing industry in the Garden State, I want to thank you. I want to welcome you to the greatest day in harness racing. And I'm not even talking about just New Jersey. This is an international event, so they're watching us in other countries.
It's great to be here. It's great to be here in my legislative district and in my backyard.
All right, we'll get to that too. I know you've been here before to the track, but never on a Hambletonian day. So I want to ask, how does it make you feel to see this many people enjoying one of New Jersey's signature racing days on a beautiful summer afternoon?
Well, that is correct. This is my first Hambletonian, not my first time to this wonderful track we have here at the Meadowlands. Spend a lot of time here meeting with the folks here and making sure horse racing is vibrant in New Jersey. So walking in here today was pretty impressed, quite impressed with the turnout here today.
Yes. Now I want to explain here why we have you on today. You were the co-sponsor of the 5-year appropriation legislation that basically saved both the racing and breeding programs in the state, and I'm not understating that enough. Why was it so important to you?
Well, listen, people do not realize, but the horse racing industry in New Jersey is a $1 billion industry in New Jersey. It's just not the folks who work here at the racetrack who put on these events for all the folks to come out and enjoy it, but it's the horse farms, it's the breeders, it's the small business owners that support this industry. This is a $1 billion industry, and time we have shown through economic studies that it's a $1 billion industry, economic output here in New Jersey.
And how important is it, too, that you had a lot of influence in getting sports wagering here with us in New Jersey? We have a beautiful FanDuel sportsbook here that's well attended every night.
Well, we've always realized as horse racing around the country struggled at times, we always realized by tying it and connecting it to the sportsbook industry and ensuring that revenue from the sportsbook industry would be able to go back into the pockets of the horse racing industry to ensure that the horse racing industry is vibrant. We knew that was going to be a lifeline, and every time I have the opportunity, whether it's through budget language, through legislation, we will continue to ensure that the sportsbook supports horse racing. The two of them are interconnected.
A little birdie told me that you're going to get a tour of the back paddock shortly. Hopefully you can squeeze that in before you leave and get to see what kind of goes on behind the scenes here on a nightly basis when we race. We have a lot of hard-working people putting on the show, and you're going to be surprised at what you see back there. I'm telling you just how much effort goes into taking care of these horses and getting them ready to perform at their peak.
Well, I actually raced here years ago at the old Meadowlands, the Big M. I had raced a horse, and I got to see firsthand the trainers, the folks who care for the horses, the folks who get here at early hours of the morning. So I'm excited to go back and see some of the owners and see some of the trainers and the jockeys and the hard work they do with these beautiful, beautiful horses.
Now, I know your day job, too. You are in construction, but when Mr. Gural built this new grandstand 12 years ago, your signature is actually on one of the beams that went into the building?
That is correct. My signature is on the beam. The last piece of structural steel that was flown up in New Jersey, we have this a little ritual. The last structural steel that goes up on any type of building, it's a little ceremony to celebrate the success and celebrate the future success of it. So I'm honored to have my signature on the beam that sits atop this racetrack.
Well, you certainly deserve that as well. Now, later this year, at the end of October, the Meadowlands will host the two-night Breeders' Crown. It's basically our year-ending championship event in our sport. It will return to East Rutherford in the Meadowlands for the first time after a little bit of a hiatus. But it's not just a harness racing thing because it's an international event. We will have people from all over the globe here competing. How proud are you that it's taking place in our backyard?
Well, listen, you know, the Hambletonian has been here for many years. To have that event here in the near future, as I've said, I've gotten to a great relationship with the standardbred industry and Bob Bonney and all those folks. Those folks make this racetrack happen. Jeff Gural. There's a lot of folks who have put their money into this and made, took some risks over the years. So to see more and more events like that continue to come here makes me very proud. We're all in this together. We have to make sure that this racetrack survives, and if this racetrack survives, then the horse racing industry survives here in the state of New Jersey. And again, I'm going to reiterate it. It's $1 billion of economic output.
Yeah, that does make a difference, and we are thankful that you held us up, so to speak. Lastly, we know, of course, you are a big Bergen County guy. Well, guess what? One of the Hamiltonian finalists, his name is Take All Comers, was bred and is owned by county resident Scott Farber. Will you be rooting for him later today?
Well, listen, as the governor of the state of New Jersey and all my colleagues know in the legislature, I never, ever miss an opportunity to tell them how great Bergen County is and how great the Meadowlands is and this district is. So, of course, I'll be rooting for anybody who comes from Bergen County or comes from this region. They're going to have me in their corner.
All right, Take All Comers. That's the name you need to remember for and root for in the stretch. Hey, listen, we can't thank you enough for what you have done to keep our sport alive here in the Garden State. We really do hope you have a wonderful time today, and we hope you will come visit us again in the future.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here, and congratulations to all who have put this day on. It's a great weather day. I look forward to the big race. And just a little over an hour from now.
Just about an hour. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Paul Sarlo, State Senator and Deputy Majority Leader, and one of our biggest helpers and fans here in the Garden State. Thank you again.
Thank you.